I served my little brother an eviction notice the morning after my fiancé walked out of my life. And I don't mean that metaphorically. I printed it, signed it, handed it to him. He begged me not to, cried, said he didn't mean it, said he wasn't thinking, but I couldn't hear him. All I could hear was the sound of my front door slamming the night before, the echo of footsteps disappearing down the hallway, and the silence that followed. The kind of silence that screams louder than any fight ever could. This is the story of how one drunken party game destroyed the life I was building, and how I might have destroyed my own family in return. My name is Emily. I'm 26 years old. Until last week, I was engaged to a man named Hunter. 28. Thoughtful, dependable, someone I genuinely believed I'd grow old with. And I live with my younger brother, Connor. He's 19, and if this were any other story, I'd tell you that he's like a son to me. Because in a lot of ways, he is. 3 years ago, our parents kicked him out. They found texts on his phone. He's gay. They couldn't handle that truth. So at 16, Connor stood on the front lawn with nothing but a backpack and shame that didn't belong to him. I took him in. I didn't think twice. He's my brother. I cooked his meals, helped him enroll in school, stayed up through his panic attacks. I fought our parents for him. I gave him keys to my home and told him he was safe. That's the boy I raised. So how did we end up here? It started on Connor's birthday. He wanted to throw a party. Nothing too wild. Just a group of his friends, all around his age, 18 to 22. They wanted to drink, play some games, celebrate. Hunter and I were about to head out and give them space, but Connor insisted we stay, said it'd be fun, said we were still young enough to enjoy ourselves. I hesitated. I was already feeling too old for drinking games, too settled for truth or dare-style chaos. But Hunter smiled, that soft, teasing smile he always gave me when he wanted to loosen me up. Said it'd be fun to feel like college kids again. So I stayed. We played Never Have I Ever. At first, it was harmless. Never have I ever skipped class. Never have I ever gotten a tattoo. Never have I ever shoplifted. Then someone said, never have I ever cheated. It's funny how quickly a room can go cold, even when everyone's laughing. I felt my stomach twist. My fingers froze on my drink. I didn't raise it. Hunter didn't drink either. Then, Connor's voice, a little too loud, a little too playful, but clear as glass. Hey sis, what the hell? You cheated on what's-his-name back in high school. You have to drink to that. And that was it. That was the sentence that shattered everything. I felt Hunter's entire body shift beside me. He turned and looked at me. Not angry, not even surprised, just gone. He stood up, walked out of the room, and kept walking. I followed him, called his name, tried to explain, tried to tell him what I'm about to tell you. It was a stupid mistake. I was 17. I was 5 months into a high school relationship that barely had a pulse. I kissed someone else. He found out. We broke up. I felt terrible. Still do. I haven't done anything remotely close to cheating since. But Hunter didn't want to hear it. He just looked at me with this awful combination of betrayal and exhaustion and said, I told you this mattered to me. Then he left. Hunter had been cheated on before. His ex-fiancé. It wrecked him. He told me that on our first date. Told me he didn't have room in his heart for anyone who had ever crossed that line. I remember laughing nervously back then, nodding, agreeing. I never told him about what I did when I was 17. Not because I wanted to lie, because I wanted it to not matter. But it did. It mattered to him. And now it's too late. Connor came to me the next morning, apologized, said he didn't mean to out me, said he thought Hunter already knew, that it wasn't a big deal, that we were just playing a game. But I didn't see a game. I saw the ruins of my engagement. I saw the man I loved walk away from a future we'd been planning for 2 years. I saw the life I had spent building, the trust, the home, the shared toothbrush in the bathroom, evaporate over a 10-second slip. So I did what I never thought I would. I handed Connor an eviction notice. He cried, said I was the only family he had left, said he'd find somewhere, said he didn't mean it. But I couldn't look at him. I couldn't breathe around him. All I could think was, you ruined everything. But in the quiet moments that have followed since, I keep asking myself the same question. Did he? Or did I? Because here's the truth I can't outrun. I knew how much cheating hurt Hunter. I knew it was his line in the sand. And I chose to stay silent. I thought, foolishly, that if he never asked, I never had to tell. I thought that what I did when I was 17 didn't define who I was at 26. But maybe, just maybe, what defined me wasn't the mistake I made then, but the silence I maintain now. And what about Connor? He was drunk. He was young. He said something stupid without thinking. Was that really so different from what I did at 17? I want to say it's different, that his words destroyed my future. But the more I sit with it, the more I wonder, was my future already built on a lie? Would Hunter still have loved me if he knew everything? If I had told him years ago? Or was I just delaying the inevitable? I don't know. All I know is that I'm alone now. No fiancé, no brother, just silence. So, am I the asshole? Because I didn't tell the truth? Because I expected to be forgiven for something I never confessed? Because I couldn't forgive my brother for exposing me, even if by accident? I don't have the answer. I'm not sure I ever will. But maybe you do. Some stories aren't about heroes or villains. Some stories are just human. This was one of them. What do you do when a small mistake, one from your past, crashes into your present like a tidal wave? And what do you do when someone you love is the one who opens that floodgate? Emily's story isn't about cheating. It's about silence, secrets, the quiet things we hope will never surface, and the people we never think will expose them. But silence has a weight. It grows heavier with every year we don't speak. Until one day, it falls. And when it falls, someone always gets crushed. We can debate Hunter's reaction, whether he overreacted, whether people can change. But the real lesson? You can't build a future with someone who doesn't know your past. And when we ask for forgiveness, we have to be willing to offer it too, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. So now, I turn it to you. What would you have done? Would you have told Hunter years ago? Would you forgive Connor? Would you have ended the engagement? Tell us in the comments. And remember, every story has more than one side, and every choice echoes longer than we think. This was AITA Story Vault. We tell the stories Reddit can't forget, and ask the questions no one wants to answer. Thanks for listening. See you next time.